A few things jump out at you when you watch their presentation, Shield AI that is. They want to work with every manufacturer. They don't care what the platform is. They are selling the Hivemind software. That's where it's all at for them. India actually proved that point. It went into contract with them. They actually licensed the Hivemind SDK to build their own autonomy on top of that. They understand. It's about the software. I used to always say software makes hardware happen. Well, this is one of those cases where it's absolutely true. If you listen to Palmer Luckey's presentation of Anduril, they have some crazy good stuff. But again, we're focused on the vehicles, not on his software called Lattice. And he point blank says they're a software company. Same thing with Shield AI. That is their power. It's all about the software. The Hivemind is already operational. It's in the BQM-177A for Alpha, the F-16 in test, loitering munitions, hello, quadcopters, one software stack, and many airframes. The real competition in unmanned aviation isn't about the wings anymore. It's about the software and the brains that fly those things. Let's get into the presentation, and we're going to find out that the real product isn't the thing you can see. It's what you can't see. Let's go take a listen.
S01, Identity and Designation. The Shield AI MQ-35A V-BAT is a Group 3 vertical takeoff and landing unmanned aerial system manufactured by Shield AI, based in San Diego, California. The platform is classified as a Group 3 UAS by United States military designation, placing it in the mid-tier of the unmanned hierarchy, larger than tactical drones. Smaller than the Reaper and Global Hawk classes, it is actively displacing in several mission profiles. The V-BAT is designed, built, and deployed as an expeditionary intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, and targeting platform engineered specifically for contested electronic warfare environments. It is fielded by the United States Navy, Marine Corps, Coast Guard, and Special Operations Command, with additional adoption by allied militaries including most recently the Indian Army in January 2026. S02, Origin and Development. The V-BAT was originally developed by Martin UAV, a Texas-based unmanned systems company that was acquired by Shield AI in 2021. Shield AI itself was founded in 2015 by former Navy SEAL Brandon Sang and his brother Ryan, with the core mission of bringing autonomous flight capabilities to unmanned defense systems. The V-BAT airframe predates the acquisition, but the current platform represents a dramatic evolution from the original Martin UAV design. The most recent iteration, announced as the V-BAT Block Upgrade in April 2025, integrates a heavy fuel engine for logistical simplicity, satellite communications for beyond line-of-sight command and control, and Hivemind pilot-ready architecture that allows Shield AI's flagship autonomy software to fly the platform directly. S03, Physical Characteristics. The V-BAT airframe is a single-engine duct fan design, a configuration that is rare in the modern drone market and that gives the platform its most distinctive operational characteristics. The aircraft takes off and lands vertically on its tail, hovering on a single duct fan, then transitions to horizontal flight for cruise. There is no separate hover rotor and no transitioning rotor mechanism. The same duct fan provides both hover thrust and forward propulsion. The platform is fully deployable by a two-person team and packs into the back of a pickup truck or a UH-60 Blackhawk helicopter. Total system weight allows shipboard deployment on landing zones as small as 4.6 meters by 4.6 meters and winds up to 25 knots, aboard vessels moving at up to 10 knots. S04, Propulsion and Power. Propulsion is a single high-efficiency heavy fuel engine driving the duct fan. The use of heavy fuel, rather than gasoline or specialized aviation fuel, aligns the V-BAT with military logistics chains that already move heavy fuel for ground vehicles and ships, eliminating a separate fuel supply requirement that has plagued many drone programs. Endurance is advertised at 13 or more hours of flight time, which places the V-BAT in a class of endurance that was previously the exclusive province of much larger platforms. The single-engine design is a deliberate reliability choice: fewer engines, fewer failure modes, simpler maintenance. The platform also offers 600 watts of dedicated payload power, which is an unusual allocation that reveals where the engineering priority sits. The sensor and payload stack is expected to be the most power-hungry part of the aircraft. S05, Guidance, Navigation, and Control. This is where the V-BAT becomes analytically interesting. The platform is built around Shield AI's Hivemind autonomy software, which is marketed and used as a true AI pilot rather than a traditional autopilot. Hivemind enables the V-BAT to operate in GPS-denied and communications-denied environments through visual odometry navigation. The aircraft uses onboard cameras to track its position by reference to the terrain below, entirely independent of satellite signals or radio links. The current block adds satellite communications for beyond line-of-sight command and control, allowing operators to direct V-BAT missions from anywhere in the world. Hivemind Pilot is the autonomy software that flies the platform. The operator commands the mission, and the software handles the flight. This is a fundamentally different guidance model from traditional drone operation, and it is the model that is reshaping how allied militaries think about unmanned aviation. S06, Sensors and Payload. The V-BAT's payload architecture is modular. The platform supports mix-and-match integration across multiple mission-specific sensors, including ViDAR, a passive wide-area motion imagery system that covers more than 3,000 square nautical miles per hour, which Shield AI states is over 2.5 times the coverage rate of the nearest competitor. Synthetic aperture radar for all-weather imaging, and electronic warfare payloads for signal collection and jamming. The 40-pound maximum payload capacity is, per Shield AI, an industry-leading takeoff weight-to-payload ratio for duct-fan aircraft. Payload configurations can be changed between missions based on requirement, and V-BAT teams can fly mixed sensor packages across multiple airframes to deliver a complete intelligence product from a single sortie. S07, Mission Profile. The V-BAT is built for the mission that traditional large ISR platforms are becoming too expensive and too vulnerable to perform. Intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, and targeting in contested electronic warfare environments. Deep penetration into enemy territory. Maritime surveillance from austere ship decks and moving vessels. Border security and counter-narcotics operations. Persistent wide-area motion imagery across land and sea. The Shield AI leadership has described the operational thesis directly. The world's most forward-thinking militaries are moving away from large, expensive ISR aircraft that are too vulnerable for their cost, and toward smaller, more affordable drones like the V-BAT that accomplish the same mission with a fraction of the logistical footprint. The V-BAT is the instantiation of that thesis. S08, Operators and Service History. The V-BAT has been deployed on nearly every class of United States Navy ship and with all 7 Marine Expeditionary Units. The platform was competitively selected for the U.S. Coast Guard Maritime Unmanned Aircraft System Services Program. V-BATs have been operationally deployed in multiple regions including the Black Sea, the Caribbean, and the Middle East. In Ukraine, V-BATs have conducted deep penetration ISR and targeting missions under intense GPS jamming and communications contest, and have reportedly continued to operate successfully in electronic warfare environments that have defeated other unmanned systems. In January 2026, the Indian Army selected the V-BAT and licensed Shield AI's Hivemind autonomy software for integration onto the platform, with additional licensing provisions that allow India to develop its own autonomous solutions built on the Hivemind software development kit. S09, Engineers Read. The V-BAT represents a particular kind of engineering bet that the market for mid-size, logistically simple, runway-independent ISR aircraft would be larger than the market for another traditional fixed-wing drone. The duct-fan single-engine architecture commits heavily to that bet. It gives up some efficiency compared to a conventional propeller configuration, but it delivers vertical takeoff and landing without the complexity of a separate rotor system or a tilt rotor mechanism. Every part of the platform is built around a single question: can this aircraft do the mission of a Reaper from a 4.6-meter ship deck with 2 people and a pickup truck for a fraction of the cost? The answer, based on the operational record and the adoption curve, is that the bet has paid off. The second bet, that autonomy software rather than airframe engineering would be the decisive technology for the next generation of unmanned aviation, is where Shield AI's center of gravity has shifted, and it is where the larger story of this platform lives. S10, the 4-stack read. Applying the 4-stack read methodology from the Drone Bible. Propulsion, single heavy fuel engine, duct fan, 13+ hours endurance. Operational tier propulsion with strategic tier endurance. The heavy fuel choice ties the platform into existing military logistics in a way that most drones cannot claim. Guidance, Hivemind autonomy with visual odometry, satellite communications for beyond line of sight, full GPS denied, and communications denied operation. This is a 3-stack guidance architecture with graceful degradation across the full engagement envelope. Cruise missile class guidance resilience on a Group 3 airframe. Sensors, modular payload architecture supporting ViDAR, synthetic aperture radar, and electronic warfare. The sensor stack is mission configurable rather than mission fixed, which is rare in this class and which changes the platform's operational value proposition. Autonomy, Level 5. Hivemind pilot flies the aircraft, executes mission profiles autonomously, adapts to environment, and operates in contested conditions without continuous operator input. This is the most advanced operationally deployed autonomy on any unmanned aircraft in this weight class, and it is the reason the platform matters as much as it does. Integrated read, the V-BAT is the platform that demonstrates the convergence thesis is no longer a prediction. It is an operationally deployed fact. A Group 3 drone is delivering Group 4 and Group 5 capability, flown by an AI pilot, operating in the same electronic warfare environments that are defeating larger and more expensive systems. That is not a drone competing with a cruise missile. That is a drone competing with the entire legacy ISR inventory and winning on cost, logistics, and contested environment performance. The Hivemind stack is the reason. And the XBAT that is coming next will extend the same autonomy architecture into the collaborative combat aircraft role. The revolution is already here. The V-BAT is what it looks like from the sensor operator's side of the screen.
One thing that's really important to understand, I think we kind of came through with that, is the difference between selling software that's the pilot that has all the capability, or just a drone, a particular drone type. So that's one thing to realize. But the challenge is going to come now is because they're selling their software, and people, countries, groups are using that software to program whatever they're flying, their fleet. That one fact pushes one thing up to the surface, big time. And you've got to understand that. And that's a single point failure. And what I mean by that is, what if your adversary can alter your code and you don't know it? The devices that are flying won't act properly. So now the security of your flight systems don't come down to the physical aspect, it comes down to software security. That's your single point failure, and you've got to have tools to deal with that. If you don't, it's going to be a mess. All right, let's see. Next video is going to be on Anduril. And again, their Lattice system. And we'll take another good look at their devices. Anduril is a great company. I just, boy, giving me 30 years younger, I'd be over there for sure. But that's coming up next. It's on the other side of the coin. I almost forgot. Yes, I'll see you on the web, and our next video is going to be Android.
Before you go, make sure and get the free download of the data card for the drone shown in this video. Also, if you are enjoying these videos, please subscribe to our channel to receive notifications of new videos being uploaded.